That's
Niggas
crazy.
whack as shit, bro. That's what got me motivated today.
Hey, yeah, nah, I wake up motivated every day, ready to go get it. Like I used to be
No,
like,
but that put an extra foot, the gas on my extra speed mile per hour on my shit though. I put this on the gas, now my foot is now the gas pedal to the flow, nigga. Cause them little niggas suck. One dude trying to sound like Ace Boogie and shit, like there's no originality at all. They just, you know what I'm saying, it's about who you know. They knew the nigga that they was fucking with knew Boosie manager and shit, but they did that song with him and had him come down there and shit. And then Boosie, they Boosie just heard him, you know what I'm saying? He was liking that shit. He was like, yeah, I got that young wave. I know that's what he was thinking because the niggas was ass, bro.
shit.
I heard a preview of one of their new songs. I'm like, dog, how you gonna steal Ace Boogie shit? Ace Boogie was the first one that came up with that na 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 la la la. That's Ace Boogie shit.
Yeah, no, I don't even know who these niggas is, but shout outs to them for getting signed though. You know, I don't know who they is. You know, shit coming. We could have signed them. That's the good thing about having your own shit. You don't gotta sign to nobody.
Huh?
Yeah, we live. We've been like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we like to welcome you to
I didn't want to say that on the air.
Oh, my fault. We'll cut that off.
I didn't want to say that on the air. I just wanted to let you know. Shit.
Oh, my fault. My fault. I was trying to bring.
They be like, them niggas hating. Them niggas hating. We ain't hating niggas. I ain't feeling y'all, but I don't want niggas to take it the wrong way.
No, I feel you. No, everybody gotta have an opinion. I'll take that part. I was just letting the show start on a real conversation.
Oh yeah.
But fuck it though. You know, we cut that part off. We'll start the show right here. Another one. We'd like to welcome everybody to the 220 podcast. I'm one of the hosts, Dave the King. That's my brother, bro.
What up, Dave? I've been waiting.
Cause you been wavy, nigga. Let them know.
Yeah, I've been waiting thinking about it. Changing my name to a whole bunch of odds. I've been getting it, you know, like a whole bunch of odd dance. Cause you know my name's Dan. They call me Dan, so I've been getting it. I've been wavy, whatever you want to say. I've been doing it, nigga.
Yes, sir. And this is the 220 podcast, episode 23. You know, the podcast that is Second to Nobody. Brought to you by Second to Nobody. We've been off for about 2 weeks. A whole bunch of shit been going down. What you think, bro?
Hey, shit, nigga. R.I.P. my motherfucking Uncle Buck, long live Buck, nigga. They know where I took off. You gotta follow me on Twitter to know what's going on. Shit, real shit on the floor. You gotta take a step back and get a peace of mind. I couldn't do the show last week. I was in my right mind. I might have said anything. I might have indicted myself.
You funny, bro. You funny.
Shit. Hey, I got murder on my mind. Shit. Yeah, anybody could have got it. I was getting mad at niggas for having their shoes untied. I was like, why the fuck you got his shoes untied?
Hell yeah.
That's just what it is.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that was my man. But a lot of people don't know he was behind the scenes. He the one, you know, Uncle Buck, the reason why he even started doing this music shit and taking it serious. He was going to the booth and shit. I used to go to the booth and I go over there and play my music and shit. And from day one, he was like, you got a sound. Nigga, you need to take this shit serious. And then I just bucked it down, bought some equipment. And shit, I got it rolling. But that's the nigga that got me up on this thing, really trying to make some money off this shit. So shit, nigga, that's a big part of this shit. He was definitely taking the number the way. He was playing, you know what I'm saying? He was 46, so he was giving us an older crowd ear to listen to, you know what I'm saying? Every time he go out and shit, he playing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Playing our shit. And, you know what I'm saying? I got old motherfuckers, I don't even know, dad playing coming up to me like, damn, dude, you got a talent. You got this, you got that, you got this, you got that. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit, he definitely was doing his part, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was my manager. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely did his part to, and we was on our way. So shout out to my nigga Uncle Buff.
Hell yeah. Nah, rest in peace, Uncle Buff. Shit crazy. You know, it's a life is crazy. You never know when your time is.
Hey, but I do want to say this though, man. Take care of yourself, man. Go to the doctors, man. Make sure that your health is up to date and check, man, because you never know what can happen. You know, go to sleep need to one day, you know what I'm saying, wake up feeling good, and then so you had a motherfucking heart attack, man. Like, shit real, dog. Like, if this can't be nothing to open my eyes, I'm gonna preach health to people because, nigga, stress is real. Stress can kill you. Y'all, you don't need to be stressing to get some money, fuck a lot of bitches, you do that type of shit, man. But take care of your health, man, because, you know what I'm saying, y'all, I know if y'all like me, I got a lot of people depending on me, so I can't leave this world until I got everything set in stone.
No, I feel you on that shit. That's some real shit right there. Some good shit to say.
I said, take care of myself for real, man. This was an eye-opener, man. It fucked the city up, dog. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't know what's been going on, bro. You got to let me know.
Shit, motherfucker. Everything been going on. Where the fuck to start? I don't know. I feel what you was just saying on that, though. Everybody got to be safe. You know, I done had to deal with, you know, people close to me dying. You know what I'm saying? The closest people to me dying. So, you know what I'm saying? I know how it is, but one thing I always tell people is that, like, shit still go on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the next day is still here. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you here, the next day is still here. So, like, you know, you just got to live every moment for them. And, like, you got to work for that purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, like, I know, I'm not even going to say, like, who I'm thinking about, but it's people that I get up every morning and I work for and then I go hard for and I continue doing this for because I'm not going to let them die in vain. You know what I'm saying? So, even, like, when I'm down or depressed or whatever, like, it almost keep me going. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm up. Like, I'm going because I'm like, something got to be behind me. Something got to be pushing me. Something got to be leading me in this direction. And I'm going to keep going for that reason. Like if you running a race, when you see, like, the finish line is closer, like, you going to run faster. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shit, I'm almost there. I'm going to run faster. So that's how I feel. Like, I'm like, shit, I'm about to go harder. I'm going to push harder. Like, I ain't going to slow down for shit. Because if I would, I'll be letting down the people that's passed on me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be letting them down. Like, damn, you just quit? Nah. You're not gonna die in vain. I got you. Watch this. So that's why I go so hard anyway. So I use it so you can let it use you as a depressor or as a motivator. You know what I'm saying? It could break you down or it could build you up, and you just got to use that shit to build you up and to keep going and to go harder and know that you fighting for a purpose. And that's the way I be looking at it. But, you know, we don't want to get all into all deep. Or maybe we do. That's what the show is for, you know?
Okay, shit. I guess my last nigga LeBron, he's a bitch.
Hell yeah. What the fuck is that? Are you making a beat or some shit? What the fuck is that?
Oh, nah, that's the motherfucking, I'm in the road and shit, nigga. One of my sensors is fucked up, nigga, so I just be beeping and shit.
Nigga say he got a fucked up fender.
No, I thought something was wrong. I went to the motherfucking dealership today, and I had to put it up, and they were just like, man, that's just your brake sensor. You gotta take it in and get it removed. But I wasn't gonna let their ass do it, because, bitch, you fuck up my car. That's an ass whooping off cost. I don't give a fuck about that. I will whoop your ass just for fucking up my car, and they so simple. Yeah, that's what that is, though. Nigga on the road.
Nigga got the fender bender.
You got that too, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I slid off the highway like that shit. I ain't got my shit fixed in a minute. Yeah, I got the parts and shit, but I just gotta find a mechanic to do it. I don't go to everybody.
Yeah. So let's bring the show back in. We've been going a little everywhere, but still dropping some jewels on people. But let's see what happened. LeBron missed the playoffs. AB got traded. Motherfucking, you see Serge Ibaka getting that fight?
Yeah, that was the most funniest shit ever.
That motherfucker
He
Russell.
did that nigga like a little nigga.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I don't even know why he did that.
Yeah, he did that little nigga like a little nigga, dog. That little nigga should be embarrassed. I see him out on the street. Me and Serge got to do it. Yeah, that nigga tripping, bro. He grabbed you up and punched you. Nigga, if he would have really connected, you would have been dropped, nigga. That was hard nose, mouth. That was the center of your face, nigga. He would have really tied down against that nigga and broke his whole motherfucking face.
Nah,
that nigga, man.
For real.
Yeah, Serge was tripping, man. That's that motherfucking Congo shit, nigga. That jungle came out that nigga. Motherfucking feet was on fire or something.
My man stuck him one time though. He got a good little shot in. He was like, bop.
Yeah, but that nigga was scared, bro. Serge got that nigga scared.
He came up and grabbed that nigga out of nowhere. So Serge better calm that shit down for somebody to stick his ass back.
Hey, I don't give a fuck, bro. You know, nigga grab me. I'm swinging. Ain't no who's grabbing me. None of that. Anything was aggressively. Nigga, you better boss up, nigga. You gotta beat this down.
No, I think he just caught that motherfucker off guard though, cause he was like looking like. But Serge always been like that. He did that to like a couple people.
Yeah. But fuck it though. That was good for the NBA. Shit, they used to always scrap. I remember Allen Houston, not Allen Houston, but Chris Childs flipped my nigga Kobe on the motherfucking announcer table. I remember when Melo first socked that nigga in the motherfucking, what is it? I forget who they were fighting though, but Melo socked that nigga in red.
I was just about to say, that nigga like turned around and ran.
Yeah, he like backed up all the way out the arena and shit. And that nigga Melo was so funny, though. Hey, that was probably the best punch I've seen in the NBA.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to say it because I don't want Kobe to listen to the show and Kobe get mad.
Nah, that nigga Chris Childs beat the shit out of Kobe.
He ain't beat the shit out of him. He caught him with a little two-piece.
He ain't
do that. It was like bop, bop, and then Kobe started chasing him. Cause that, you know what I'm saying?
Flipped his ass over the scoreboard.
I don't remember that. I missed that part.
I guess Twitter is probably about the sports stage or somebody got pushed. But I might have been on that. That's all I don't know. But somebody got flipped.
You say what?
I said that might have been around our test, but somebody got flipped on the announcer table in the fight before.
Nah, our test was laying on the announcer table. Man, this podcast is gonna be fucked up. All the nigga hear is that fucking fender.
Shit, it's alright, man. It's real.
This is what happens. This is the grind.
I don't give a fuck. Shit. At least I got a car to get you to wherever I gotta go. Shit, most of you niggas listening to this probably only got a fucking car.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about having about the car. I give a fuck about the production and the quality. We at another level now, bro.
It is what it is. Shit.
It's time to tighten up. Like motherfucking guests about to start coming on. All type of people. You know, I say motherfucking guests about to start coming on the show. All type of people. A lot of shit's about to start happening. Like, you know. But yeah, no, we is about to that's why I wanted to tell y'all, we is about to sharpen up the podcast for you. You know, I see everything. I know what y'all saying. And you know, we're gonna get some guests on. We're gonna have some cool little features. So, you know, just stay tuned and stay with us. And it's going down. I'm gonna call this episode Defender. But stick with us and watch us grow, man. We doing the damn thing. Go get that State of the Union out right now. Go get that Wavy World out right now. Go get that Old Friend out right now. What's up with that winning mentality, bro? People want to know.
Shit, it's still in the works. So I just got to really find somewhere to record it at, man. My studio, I can't really do anything in my apartment. So I'm going to take it to Brooklyn until I can pick up the studio, so I'll be ready to record like I really want to, man. chapters done. Niggas, some of them need certain verses. I got a couple niggas I'm waiting for them to put in back their verse. And it's gonna be that though, man. It's gonna be all right though, but they don't send it back by the deadline. Just a step far away. So I feel like some verses and motherfuckers 20 minutes. It won't take you that long. So yeah, that's what's up with that though, man. I'm just waiting on verses and record and shit. Cause nigga right now, my neighbors want to be a real fucking bitch. They called the police on me and shit because I was too loud the last time. I was making some fire, nigga. That's when I made that old friend, nigga. I was fighting there.
Yeah. Now I'm worried as hell about my neighbors. Like, I don't know if these motherfuckers probably be like, what is this nigga doing? I'll be up at like 3, 4 in the morning. It's like, I know they gotta be wondering what this nigga doing. I be it's an all day thing though. Like, I don't really, like, I don't even go to sleep no more. I just take like little naps, and then I just wake up and get back to
cat naps.
Yeah, like, and then just wake up and get back to going. Like, I don't know how to stop.
Baby, man, bro, I be trying to do the same shit, my nigga. I take little naps throughout the day, and I be doing the same shit, bro. I be on the same shit. Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't even know what's been going on, man.
It's a whole bunch of shit been going on. But like you said, you've been off for a week, so I know you don't. I mean, Odell got traded to the Browns. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm up on all the sports shit. I've seen all the sports shit, but like all the other shit, I don't really know what's going on. I'm up on all the trades and shit. That shit was coming through my phone. I was peeping, glancing. I didn't really read the shit. I know OD went to the Raiders. I know Odell went to the Browns. The lady went to the Jets. It was a big free agent here in football, man. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about Le'Veon going to the Jets. Like, nigga, you what? Like, them niggas not even about to make the playoffs. Like, what the fuck is you thinking?
Shit, that was like the only option. Anything else would have been less money. They was gonna pay that nigga less than what he was looking for. He wasted money, really. He should have just played, or not not played. He should have showed up so he could have got the checks. Didn't say like your foot hurt or something, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this nigga missed a whole season of millions. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, he got it, like, you know, he got a 61, 30. I don't know how much guaranteed, but nigga, you missed a whole season of money for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And you could have did the same thing and got paid, like, if you just would have showed up and said you was hurt.
Yeah, nigga, like, you just be putting, like, that was stupid. And that's why you're trying to set the bar. So you didn't do anything.
And then you end up on the Jets, like, damn. Like what? I fuck with Le'Veon Bell though. He went to Michigan State, so he back in the green. But that was a bad move.
I'm a great. My cousin Larry still fuck with him too. So that's that nigga. But I went to the Jets. I don't know what the fuck it is, dog.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't think like he just not gonna be as relevant no more because they're not gonna be winning. That's the same thing with what you think? You think Odell and the Browns gonna be good?
It's Baker Mayfield to get it to him.
You say what?
It's Baker Mayfield to get it to him. I mean, they had issues on that offensive line too, but they do got Jarvis Landry too, though.
Yeah, I know. They used to play together.
Yeah, LSU.
Yeah.
That's it. I just don't know, man. They're gonna be on. To me,
the thing is this: like, the Browns is a wild card. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't when I say wild card, I don't mean like playoff team. I mean like you don't know if they're gonna be good or bad. Like, they could be good or bad or like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like some random shit. It's like, I don't know. Like, them motherfuckers might be good, but they might not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see 8-8 right now. I'd be like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers that kind.
I see 7-9.
You say 7-9. Early predictions for the Browns: 8-8, 7-9. Write that down.
I'm sick of them making the playoffs.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that shit crazy.
Hey, I want to see that. That would be sweet. I like Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker straight.
I like him, man. He got swag.
This nigga said he got swag.
Yeah, bro. He got confidence. He got swagger when he plays. Nigga, like, I like players like that. Like, really, like, I hate people like, oh yeah, I just want to. If it wasn't me, if my teammates, no, man, I came out here and I was balling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like players like that. Like when Richard Sanders said, that's what happens when you put a dumbass receiver on me. I like that type of shit. You supposed to feel like that.
Hey, hey, did you see that R. Kelly interview?
Bro, did I? Yeah.
That nigga.
Bro, after watching the interview, though, I got a different outtake on what he was saying now.
What'd you think?
Like he said, like for real, like he was making some good points. Everybody, like the gimmicks that he was on, yeah, that was too much. But when he was like, it's real girls out here getting abducted, it's real people out here in chains. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm holding all these girls hostage in my basement, but I'll let them go see their uncles for some shoes. Like, come on, man, make it make sense. Like, come on, man. And like you said, nowadays, all you got to do is you can get a book out of it, if you can get a TV show, if you can do anything out of it, you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they doing it for. Them bitches ain't relevant. Y'all clear again, fuck y'all, and fuck with y'all mind talking about here, get y'all on, y'all gonna be stars. But really, he just got a piece of pussy and kick y'all niggas to the curb, and now them bitches is mad.
Man, I ain't
that's what it
saying
boils
that.
down to. You mad, you bitches is mad.
Nah.
Now y'all wanna say R. Kelly did this, R. Kelly did that. Well, bitch, why didn't you say something when R. Kelly was doing this shit when it was relevant? I don't think people should get locked up. If a crime was committed 20 years ago, if it ain't a murder that ain't been solved, or you know what I'm saying, like that, you should be convicted on that shit. They'll probably let that nigga out. R. Kelly shouldn't be convicted even if he did do the shit, because y'all should have said something then. You know, it's crazy, bro.
Hell yeah, man. Listen.
Yeah, y'all. They want us to feel sorry for them because y'all was stupid. I don't feel sorry for your stupid ass.
Yo, this shit is hilarious, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on today.
No, but for real though, bro. Because tell me, there ain't no. Bro, I can name plenty of bitches. They was not underage, and I didn't put my hands on them, but I didn't fuck up some hoes' minds. I didn't tell hoes, you know what I'm saying? Let me get that cash money. I'm gonna flip. You know, if I'm buying a couple balls, I'm gonna flip it. Shit, I ran off on the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Niggas is doing this every day, B. Niggas is doing this every day.
Man, I want to restart this show so bad.
I'm for real though. Niggas is doing this every day. Like, niggas is not out telling you they're doing it. Like, niggas is doing this right now. Not all the shit that he knows, but shit. Niggas is doing this right now. These bitches crazy. They stupid. And then, bro, I can see if it was one or two. There's 12 of you bitches. So you hoes didn't go in the house and be like, what happened to your last relationship? What happened to this? Because I know when I start talking to a bitch, they be like, damn, what happened with you and those girls? Come on now, nigga, you heard the rumors. You didn't heard this shit. Y'all know what's popping. Y'all hoes just wanted to come up. Real for real. That's how I feel about this shit, bro. That's how I feel, though. Like, he was making some good points, but the nigga stick, man. I don't fuck with him on that shit, but do I think he's innocent? No. Do I think that he should be convicted and be innocent? No. But do I think that the bitches that have a part to play in this too? Yes.
Well, that was funny. You got it all out? Like, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I just had to let the people know, man. These bitches are stupid. Them hoes are stupid.
Yeah.
I don't mean to call them bitches and hoes, and I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. It's just the way that it is. I know how to do it.
Nah. Like this gonna be the this gonna be, like I say. I feel like I done said this a million times, but this gonna be the when we come back on the when we come back on the next show, we gonna have a totally different presentation. Not a totally different presentation, because it's gonna stay like real, but we gonna have to put a disclaimer at the beginning, like, motherfucker, if you don't wanna, you know what I'm saying, this ain't gonna be for everybody.
I mean, some people might not feel me on that shit though, bro. I mean, that's all I am, but I'm just saying how I feel.
No. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what we call free speech. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have freedom of speech and freedom of thought. I hate when they be trying to block that. Like, you gotta be able to say what's on your mind, even if you disagree with something, right?
Yeah, like that is like motherfuckers be getting twisted. Like y'all can disagree without having an argument. Like or get intention and shit. Two motherfuckers disagree all the time. Like that don't make you mad at y'all because y'all feel that way. It don't make y'all shouldn't be mad at me because I feel this way. We just disagree.
That's what I say. You know I am. I'd be like, shit, I wish everybody could just say how they feel, even if that shit is the worst. Because the motherfuckers you gotta be scared of is the ones that feel like they can't say how they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just forced to, like, you can't have no conversation with them about it.
Right.
Because the crazy thing about everything, right? Because we about to break it down and get I don't know if... Alright, let me go ahead. It's like everything is man-made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everything is man-made.
Like, so... Like, you wouldn't know how old or, you know what I'm saying, what day. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody made Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody made the calendars, the days, years, how long a year is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you was on the world, like just like the first person, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know how long time is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if a kid came up, like, you wouldn't know how old a kid was. You would just, because there wouldn't be no age. You would just be like, nigga, you look old or you look young. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't that crazy, though, like, when you think about it?
That is crazy, though, because you make a point, though.
Like, you wouldn't even know how old a motherfucker is. Like, somebody came up and said, okay, we're going to say if you live this long, this is a year. Or if you live this long, this is a year. But really what it's about is when you gain the knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you realize how the world works, when you get to a point in life when you like, damn, if I would have been doing all this sooner, I would have been in a better position.
Yeah, remember I was telling you, man, motherfuckers is the biggest key to life right now to me, like, is knowledge. If you don't know nothing, you are. You gotta have knowledge out here, man.
Hell yeah.
Knowledge is a big thing. Like, any means necessary to get you some knowledge and be educated. Like, motherfuckers think, I don't know where they got that being educated and cool or it's lame or, you know what I'm saying, but really, you know what I'm saying, people that, the ones that are educated are the ones that are, you know what I'm saying, further in life. Like,
hell
they're the
yeah.
ones that know that, they're the ones that know how to use their credit and shit, you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that know how to go get a house and what it takes to do this, and you know what I'm saying? They're the ones that know all that shit.
Nah, that's
educated.
That's for real. Like, it's a couple things like when it comes to life that is like mistakes. First thing is all that school shit is unnecessary. Like, you need to learn how to read, you need to learn how to write, you need to learn how to count, do like basic math. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't did no algebra. I ain't did no motherfucking no shit like that.
Yeah. But wait. Look where I'm going with this shit, bro. Look where I'm going with this shit. You need to do like basic math. You need to learn your history because that is important, knowing the history. And you need to learn like health and all that stuff. But what they need to start teaching motherfuckers is like they gotta teach you all that at the elementary level. Once you get to like the middle school level, they supposed to be teaching you like life skills, like how to change a motherfucking light bulb, how to fix a toilet, how to like tune up a car. You know what I'm saying? How to change a tire, how to motherfucking start a fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shit like that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How to plant and make food. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that like that will help you in life. And then when you get to high school, that's when they need to start teaching you about finances, like how to get your money, how to invest in stocks, how to all type of shit like that. And then they teach you that at the high school level. Motherfuckers would be way better planned out for life. You know what I'm saying? Because you would have the basics, and then once you went to the middle school level, you would have like the labor, like how to do all like basic stuff. Because there's some people that don't know how to do nothing without like the internet. You know what I'm saying? You need to know like how to like change the oil in your car and how to change the tire. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't teach you none of that shit at school unless you like take like a car class in high school or something like that, which everybody don't take. You know what I'm saying? Like these like the basic skills of like life that would like help you. Like if you was in the woods, like how you would start a fire. You know what I'm saying? Or like how to plant and make food for yourself if necessary. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach none of that shit. And then like I said, once you get to the high school level, it gets to the financial part. Like you start learning how to save your money and how to invest and how to start a business or how to everything. And then you'll be much ready to go for life. But they cram you with so much shit that you really don't need to know, that you get out of school and you be like, shit, well, what now? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like for real. So they need to change the way they teaching motherfuckers, and it'll be a big help, I think. Especially the way it is now with everything all on the computer and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Kids don't know what the fuck to do now. They don't go out and play no more. They don't know anything.
Yeah, remember when we used to walk the neighborhood, ride our bikes through the neighborhood?
They don't do
that with the next motherfuckers that we see in the neighborhood, riding their bikes and shit.
They don't do none of that shit no more.
I remember we couldn't wait to wake up and go to W just to play basketball all day.
Man.
We were doing shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We might start up a baseball game in the field, you know what I'm saying? We was active out here. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing about my generation. I can tell you if I'm bullshit, but, you know what I'm saying? But we grew up the way a kid's supposed to grow up, though. You feel me? What we did on our own was what we did on our own. And our own path that we made, the choices that we made to take was on our own. But part of the way that we grew up, you know what I'm saying? We grew up as kids, but we didn't grow up too fast. We grew up as kids. Like, some of us grew up faster than they had to circumstances, but for the most part, most of us grew up as kids, and so we just, you know what I'm saying, chose to go a different way when we got older and got back to the age to make our own decisions, and you know, we didn't know different shit. But you're right there, man. You should need to be out playing, man. You have to fuck some shit up.
Yeah, no, all motherfuckers do now is look at their phone.
Man, all my kids do is watch another motherfucker on YouTube show them how to do something. Like, shit, man. They talking about playing Fortnite. Just to the point, I don't want to let my girl play Fortnite. I don't want y'all up here to school, so somebody else like to bless you, you know.
Hold up, bro. You breaking up. You breaking up.
You hear me?
Yeah.
I said I don't want. To the point, I don't want my girl playing Fortnite because I don't want to just shoot for a girl just to be out here holding the pistol. Yeah, but I feel you on that. On that shit. I do.
Yeah, because most motherfuckers don't know what's going on. Like if it's like a section of the world, like especially like in the inner cities and like the black communities I feel like they don't even know what the fuck like life is, bro. Like them motherfuckers is just they so down in the dumps. Like they act like it's no hope. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Like people gotta do something to get energized and get motivated to get out them situations. You know what I'm saying? The answer is not motherfucking killing each other and selling drugs. Like I feel like I don't know. I just feel like motherfuckers is just like content with doing nothing or like being where they at. I don't know how. I don't know how motherfuckers don't get up and want to get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And there's so many ways.
Back to this, bro. That's going back to the knowledge, bro. You don't know what else is out there. And you do the same shit every day, and you ain't got nobody that you think there's more out there. You gonna get to point with doing the same shit, bro. I done found myself doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, I'm saying.
Even with the music, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to think I was doing something because I was dropping bangers, and everybody on the street was like, yeah, dude, that's street. So you know what I'm saying? I was just getting to doing that, but like you just thought there's more shit to do. Visuals, it's promotions, you know what I'm saying? But the motherfucker don't know that if they don't, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker don't know that if they don't, nobody ever told them or they ain't doing no research themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas from the hood got a disadvantage when it comes to that type of shit because niggas from the hood don't get told that shit. Before niggas tell you some real shit, they put a bag in your hand first or put a gun in your hand first before they tell you some real shit to get you out that situation. See, when I preach to the little niggas now, well, I don't preach to them on some street shit. I preach to them on some how to get out this street shit. Nigga, you should want to do this. And if you is going to do this, then you have your thing. Nigga, because you don't want to do this shit forever. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just real, man. Like,
that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, but how many people have you heard that from? Like I know tons of niggas that done told me exactly what you just said, like older niggas like in that situation. But you always there, like the game is free. You know, they always say the game is, to be sold and not told. The truth is the motherfucking game is free. The hustle is sold separately. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you what the fuck to do, but if you don't apply it and do it, then nothing's gonna happen. You can know, man, damn, this shit fucked up. I should probably do something else. But then you like, well, shit, I don't really feel like doing that. It's like, then ain't shit gonna change until the motherfuckers start applying what they know to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna do that, then you can't just. That's why I always say, the game is free. The hustle is sold separately. I can tell you what to do, but you gotta go hustle and do it. And that's the reality of the situation. Like with everything, like nothing is stopping everybody in the black community from, doing what needs to be done and properly educating themselves. The only thing that's stopping them is this, like, I don't know, it's like a quit mentality. Like, man, they really fucked us. I guess we just gotta, sit in this predicament. Like, we need different role models. Like, if you look at who people look up to, like, the niggas that niggas is looking up to ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? The people you looking up to ain't shit. If they don't got shit, if they ain't, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't really doing nothing, the people you looking up to ain't shit. Look up to some people that really doing some shit. That's really making a difference in the world. Them the motherfuckers you need to be following. I
just had the conversation with somebody.
For real?
I told a nigga today, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about, and he was like, yeah, man. He was talking about this nigga that's from the hood and shit. He was like, man, that nigga motivated you to get a bag. I said, that nigga don't motivate me at all. He's like, but he got this, he always got bottles, he always doing, he always spending, he's always doing this, whatever. I'm like, bro, look, I got more money than that nigga. He said, how you figure? I said, because I pay bills at my own spot. I don't live at my mama house for free, and the only bill I have is the cell phone bill. See, a lot of shit is how it looks. Niggas be lying how they feel and let it be by what they look. But don't be knowing what go on behind closed doors. Like, most of these people that I know that's doing good trapping, they don't got their own spot. You know what I'm saying? They still live at the crib with their mama. Ain't helping them with bills and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. Man,
There ain't
listen.
no real money, you know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. If you and that shit's a facade. When you see a motherfucker like you don't notice until you like start selling drugs. You got to sell a lot of drugs to really make a profit. But when you see a motherfucker getting money, like looking like they selling drugs, half of that shit going back to re-up.
One more time, bro, for the people that didn't hear you, man. You have to sell a lot of drugs to see a lot of profits.
Man, come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Like most of the time, like I remember being in high school selling weed and pulling out a lot of money and everybody looked. But the truth was, all that money was going right back to the weed man because it was just re-up money. You know what I'm saying? And I had you take maybe 150 from it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but not even that. Not even what if you just bringing out a quarter and shit, nigga? You have 41s look like a rope.
Man, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's all. Look, it's
like $15 profit.
Look, that shit was all a facade though. Like I'm telling motherfuckers, like if somebody live in the hood and they getting money, like they broke. You got to know they still at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? In the reality of society, they still at the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? That's why motherfuckers is like. That's why it's so important for niggas like Antonio Brown. You know what I'm saying? To do what he doing and keep stack. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta stack and get these motherfucking dollars from these people cause they motherfucking got it. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is billionaires with a B. Nigga, billionaires owning teams. You know what I'm saying? Owning like Jeff Bezos, that dude that on Amazon got like $161 billion. Like you don't give that motherfucker no discount. You know what I'm saying? Cause he got it to spare. So when he give you 30 million and you think you won, you ain't won yet, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking jet costs 20 million. Like you gotta step it up. Like these motherfuckers out here is really getting the motherfuckers that's ruling the, you know what I'm saying? The niggas that's at the top of the food chain. And motherfuckers that's in the hood is too smart. They don't even look to them. You know what I'm saying? They don't even look to them. They don't even look to them and say, I wonder what that motherfucker did. You know what I'm saying? We look into a motherfucking drug dealer who can go to jail at any time. You know what I'm saying? From the time you know that motherfucker to 2 years later, he locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because our sights is so low. And I'm not even saying everybody gonna hit millions or billions or you gotta want money in life or something like that. I'm saying that just set your motherfucking visions high in life. Don't be content with sitting in the hood. Figure out a way to motherfucking get out. You know what I'm saying?
I'd be damned if I live in the hood again, bro.
Man, that's all I'm saying. Motherfuckers got to figure out a way to get out of the situation that's been placed on us. You know, our people, black people, you know, we've been talking about this a lot on the podcast. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got fed a fucked up hand. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know this. I'm about to get into some real shit because I love when the podcasts get real and we can speak real shit. But you know, my mom is from Battle Creek. You know what I'm saying? She was born in Battle Creek. You know what I'm saying? She went to school and she ended up going to college. And that's how she got out and we ended up moving to Texas. You remember that, bro?
Yeah.
When I lived in Texas. But my point is the rest of all my family stayed there. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was the only one that went to school and ended up going to college and ended up moving to Texas and then, you know, working at, I don't want to start getting all into. But it's because, hold on. Oh shit, somebody calling. They gotta wait. Hold on. Actually, I'm about to bring them on. We got a special guest. Should I? Nah. I'm not gonna bring them on. They gotta wait. No. Shout out to D though, my nigga. He doing great. Actually, we're gonna have D on the podcast one day. In the future.
I know he got sleep.
Man, yeah, no, I'm actually about to hit him up pretty soon. I'm just getting everything in order. I wanna.
Man, back to the real shit, bro. We getting off topic. Man.
Oh yeah. My fault. Where was I at? Oh yeah, I was talking about my mom. Yeah. So my mom went to college, but my point was everybody else in my family lived in Battle Creek. You know what I'm saying? And it was always weird to me, like as a kid, cause like I would. Damn, I'm off now. Sorry, they sent a text message. It was always weird to me as a kid, cause I always felt like, cause when my mom moved, we ended up we moved to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Because she ended up getting like a good job. So it always felt weird to me, like when I would go back home, because like my cousins and like nobody understood. You know what I'm saying? And I was seeing a totally different side of the world. So when I grew up, a lot of the visions and the things that I seen was of was like nicer things. You know what I'm saying? I had like a lighter side of the world. But every time I'll go back to Battle Creek, it'll be like a darker side. And all my cousins and everybody else got like a darker vision. You know what I'm saying? So they never really seen like the side of the world that I seen that's like, yo, there's more out here. Like, yo, we can really go get it. You know what I'm saying? And like I always wanted to bring, God damn, man, why you keep calling? I always wanted to bring people into that side. Like I want to show everybody like, yo, we can get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not the end for us.
And shout out to and on that note, bro, because I'm not talking about what you saying. You say get the fuck out of here. We can get the fuck out of here. I feel you on that. To the SBE group, the little music group from Battle Creek, just signed with the Boosie Syndicates, with Boosie and shit. But and motherfuckers is hating on bro and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I haven't listened to a lot of their music. They got a couple songs that I listen to, and I'm like, okay, they got that. You know what I'm saying? They're younger, so they got that young phase and shit. I'm older. I like to hear, you know what I'm saying, like this real shit. They making good music. They just making good music. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no shots at them or nothing like that, because they got talent, bro. They doing their thing, and I actually fuck with little Mikey and shit. I watched them grow up and shit, but not to it though, but fucking is hating, and it's just this shit on Facebook. I've been seeing this shit, but like you said, bro, they showing you can really get the fuck out of here instead of hating. And see, when people like that do something like that, bro, I'll be like, damn, I can do this shit too. Nigga, I know you can get that shit. I don't feel like, damn, why is it that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look.
And go do you, man.
Exactly. But look, bro, that's the thing about life. It's like the hardest thing about life is realizing it's all so simple. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's creative. Everybody got some ideas. Everybody done sat around with people, or not everybody smoke, but everybody done sat around, chill with some people, and a motherfucker done said some shit, and you've been like, man, that's genius. If you did that, you could really do something. But they never put in what it takes to apply to do it. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker got a good song. He spit a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Over the beat. But he never go record the song. You know what I'm saying? But everybody he rapping for tell him it's fire. They be like, hey, spit that shit again. He spit it. There's always fire, but he never go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he never go put it on beat, bro.
You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker is the best artist. He draws a whole bunch of he airbrushes a whole bunch of motherfucking pictures and draws the best art shit that you've ever seen. But he never go put it up for sale. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know, so that basically, bro, man, niggas gotta stop talking and do this shit, man. Like, that's what it boils down to. Like, the nigga just tell you, oh, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. But I'm, you know, so like I tell people, man, I need to see your action, but and don't talk my ear off, I can hear you, bro. I can hear you, but I'm not seeing you. You know what I'm saying? I need to see you, and you gotta do what you say, you know what I'm saying? That's why I live off my actions. If I tell a nigga, like, me and my man had a conversation today, and the you personally, and he was like, you know what I'm saying? He's talking about our women and shit. And he was like, yeah, man, I got this and that, this and that, this and that. I'm like, bruh, I don't cheat on my lady. I'm like, if she doing everything she's supposed to do, why would I cheat on my lady? You know what I'm saying? Like, she cooking, she cleaning, she making sure I'm straight. If I'm down, she looking out, you know what I'm saying? If the back short, she putting back the money, you know what I'm saying? She opening the nigga out. Shit completely like the bitch gotta do everything that stuff you want so you can get my attention right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on with this shit, bro. I was like, come on. And he was like, you just talking. So I'm like, shit, I show it. Nigga, I don't got no code on my phone. She got my phone all the time. You know what I'm saying? She go through it and shit, bro. You gotta, I live by acting, bro. You don't ever see me talking about I'm about to talk to this bitch. That be you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, so if you're on that type of shit, nigga, you gotta lead by your actions, bro. Like, my actions be showing, nigga. Like, when I say I'm a hard worker, I ain't gonna say I'm a hard worker and not show it, bro. I'm gonna go out there and show you I'm a hard worker. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I think I got that from just playing sports, nigga, just the competitiveness in me. Like, I don't want a nigga to be better than me, so I work harder. And anything I do, I don't care if I do it the first time, nigga. So I'm working harder and shit. When I first started making beats, bro, there was some long ass nights. You remember, bro, I used to tell you like, bro, I was up all night trying to make this beat. I used to come up with a melody.
Hell yeah. No, that's what it's about. It's like, you gotta have, you know, the point is you gotta have motherfucking work ethic and want to. Like, you can't be content where you at, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing, and you know
don't be content.
Too, bro. Don't be content. And another thing, man, when you're doing something you love, it's not a competition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to realize that, like, I'm trying to compete with these niggas, but with these niggas over something I love. Like, music ain't just no competition for me no more. Like, it's something I love to do. So, like, now that I realize that I'm at my own pace with this shit, like, I'm at, like, a point where I'm, like, when I say at my own pace with the shit, like, as far as me making music, I'm not rushing you no more, trying to compete with it. Like, oh, he dropped this, or he just wrote this. I'm doing everything just so I have to feel it now, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what I love to do. Like, there's no more competition with this shit. Like, you fuck with it, cool. That's cool, too, but this is what I love to do. When you know what I'm saying, everything I'm doing now, like, before it had a meaning, but it didn't have, like, you know what I'm saying, thought out meaning. Now that I got a thoughtful meaning and shit, and, like, really know what I'm doing this shit for, and, like, why I'm doing this shit, and really why I'm doing this shit, got understanding, like, yeah, I don't know, shit no more because I like to do this shit, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, the skills gonna get better, and I'm gonna surpass niggas, you know what I'm saying, and always be humble at the same time.
Hell yeah, that's the same way I feel like I feel that way like about everything. Like, my mind is so much like I love making music and doing that shit too, but my mind is so much on like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna touch everything. You know what I'm saying? Not just music. I wanna touch everything. Like, I wanna be able to motherfucking help people. I wanna be able to, like, show people that you can make it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a big, like, that's one of my, like, striving reasons to, like, keep going, because I want to prove to people, like, that you can. I feel like so many people, like, don't believe that it's ever possible. Like, man, this shit ain't never gonna work, or this, that. And just like I say, like, in the past couple of days, just things that I've seen, I'm like, man, like I said, like, when I started the show and I was saying, if you see the finish line, you start running faster. Like, I feel like the motherfucking goal is getting closer, and I'm like, damn, this shit is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And when I prove it, I'm gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm gonna be able to help everybody or do everything, but, you know, I'm trying to, you know, change the world, if you will. You know? Like, I'm trying to have a big impact. If I can't change the world, at least change my culture and, you know, the way my people think and the way they move. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like that shit. So, like, I just want to touch everything. You know, I want to, you know, dabble in the sports world. I want to be everywhere. Film. You know, like I said, I'm writing a book right now. A whole bunch of shit. Like, it just ain't stopping. We got the new shirt coming too. The shirt say don't be content. We just made that up on the shelf, but we're gonna put that on one of the shirts. So get ready for that. The merchandise is coming too. So I just want to touch everything. But of course, go get the music. State of the Union out right now. Shit is fire. But yeah, but you know, that's how I feel. Like, I'm nigga trying to hit the world, bro. I'm trying to take over the world. What you want? You coming with me or what? You said what?
Shit, I'm hot.
You said I'm hot.
No, I said I'm hot.
Well, shit, nigga. I'm.
Fire,
Huh?
yeah, that's fire, man. That was the thing.
Man, I don't know what this nigga's talking about. I'm talking about taking over the world. This nigga's talking about he's high. That's the type of shit I'm talking about right there with my people. You know what I'm saying? We trying to build something bigger and take over the world, and niggas is talking about they high. That's the problem. It's like there you go. It's like there you go. Come on, man. Niggas need vision, direction, sense of urgency. We'll be alright. But I wanna.
Watching battles?
No, I ain't watching no battle. Actually, I did watch a battle. I watched a motherfucking. You ever seen a triple threat battle?
No.
That shit was motherfucking fire. This nigga QP, it was clean, and some other nigga I never heard of. This nigga name was like Killer B or something. This nigga was. And it was 3 niggas, dog, and they all battle each other. Like, he'll start rapping to one nigga, and then he'll switch over and then start rapping about the other nigga. And you know what I'm saying? So, like, when he would go, like, you would be rapping about 2 people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
It was sweet. It was like a triple threat battle. So, like, all 3 of them rapped, and then they would just start ripping everybody. And that nigga QP, he started off the battle, like, he went to one nigga, and he was like, something like, he was like, which one of these niggas is Killer B? Or something like that. It was funny as shit. You know how clean me. Because he went to the first nigga and started rapping and shit. And then he was like, oh, I forgot what he said. He was like, something Killer B. But the other nigga was Killer B behind him. And then he turned around and was like, which one of y'all niggas Killer B? So shit like that. I was rolling. Yeah, that shit was fire. Shout outs to that.
I got to watch it though, because if we get today, it's going to be like past 30.
It's a couple battles I want to see. We got to check out. What I want to do though is I want to apologize to everybody in advance that made it this far through the podcast for the audio, because I know it's a little fucked up, a little broken up. I promise y'all, man, this motherfucking show is coming to you live in living color. We're going to have clear audio. We're going to have motherfucking video cameras up. I'm going to have guests in this motherfucker. And it's about to be popping. It's going to be one of the biggest shits going. You know, if you want to sponsor the show, you can send it to the 220podcast at Gmail. And we might get your product up on here, because it's time to be rolling. So, you know, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank everybody for listening. My phone is going crazy right now, so I'm going to have to return these calls so it stops interrupting the show. I know it's been beeping all day, but, you know, like I said, we're going to make it so the show is clear. You know, we're going to designate some time. And, you know, we're going to get the people what they want, because that's what's most important. You know, the customer is always right. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm just thankful for everybody that tuned in. Thankful for everybody that listen, everybody that check us out, everybody that follow us. You follow me on Twitter, Dave the King TV. Follow me on Instagram, Dave the King. Follow 220 Empire. Follow my brother, Wavy 220. You got an Instagram, bro?
No.
You don't got
no. Late one, huh?
Shit, I mean, you kind of late in the game. I'm kind of late in the game too, cause I really don't, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of posting pictures all the time, so I don't really use mine. But it's actually, you see how crazy the motherfucking internet went when that shit shut down? Instagram shut down for a second. Motherfuckers done lost their mind.
Oh,
so.
I did see that.
Other than
the internet, I did see that. Like, can you get on your Instagram? Can you get on this? Can you get on that?
Other than YouTube, it's probably like the biggest platform in the world, you know, for exposure. You know, everybody gets noticed on Instagram. So we on Instagram, 220 Empire. Follow my Instagram, Daddy King. You know, the Twitter, and all that shit. And also, you're gonna love this one. We're up on Facebook, even though I don't fuck with the Facebook. That shit is the most confusing thing I've ever seen in my life. Mark Zuckerberg, you need to fix that shit. That shit is horrendous. But I do got the Facebook up and running. Second to Nobody Entertainment. Go look it up. There's a couple posts on there. And just stick with us, man. Stick with us through the hard times, through the trials, the bumps, and the bruises. And I promise you're going to see us at the end of the tunnel where the light is at. And we're going to be on top of the game. So thank you for tuning in. This is the 220 Podcast. The podcast that is Second to Nobody. Brought to you by Second to Nobody. And we run this shit, man. Go ahead, take us out, bro.
No, you said it. You took it all good. I like that stuff you took.
Yeah. Next week's show gonna be amazing. Not even next week's show. We might shoot another one this week, or maybe it is next week. But the next show gonna be amazing. So if you don't judge us on this one, but we said some real shit on here. We always drop gems. We out.
We out.